This podcast is sponsored by Stamps.com. This holiday season, trade late nights for silent nights and get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up with promo code SANDWICH for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the homepage, and enter code SANDWICH.
Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kellie Raspberry Evans. This is my husband and podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
A train in the house.
Welcome. Welcome, one and all.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here on what is sure to be, as Alan promised, a bit-filled podcast to me. He has the cricket sound effects all lined up, ready to go. I cannot wait to hear what that's about.
Got the crickets queued up. I got the rim shot queued up. That's about all I got.
Well,
Actually, I've got on our Rode Class A server bias preamp with the Aphex onboard technology. I have 8 different sound effects.
you could update those sound effects
I can.
to other things.
I can. I rarely update these. Shall we go through them?
I have no idea what's on there.
Okay, well, this one you usually hear after I make a lewd joke and you don't laugh or don't even acknowledge it.
Okay.
Or it's so lewd that you can't even respond. Just the crickets.
Right.
That's a good one. I do this one after I make a dumb joke. Rim shot.
The rim shot, the classic rim shot.
Right. I do this one after we make a podcast baby. Applause.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a podcast, baby.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means.
Well, when we get with the duties and spin the
Okay.
the beakers and the Bunsen burner and the Petri dish and all that stuff.
All right, I wasn't putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, got it.
You weren't picking up what I was putting down. I didn't. Now the rest of the 5, I don't use these very often.
What are they?
I am Kellie Raspberry, damn it.
I am effing Kellie Raspberry. Damn it!
Oh my.
You said it.
I did.
Yeah. This one might be apropos for this podcast.
My husband is a living, walking, talking, breathing bit.
That's right.
My husband is a living, walking, talking, breathing bit. And then you can hear JC in the background say, that's right.
Oh, okay. Y'all, if y'all wonder why Alan's repeating these, I don't have on earbuds. I can't hear them.
You don't have your cans.
I can't hear them. I'll hear them when I listen back to the podcast, but I cannot hear them now. So he's having to explain them to me.
This is a good one.
Oh, girl, you got to hang out with me and get some sausage.
Girl, you got to hang out with me and get some sausage.
Well, that's apropos. We're going to be on the kids trip next week.
Oh, okay.
And that's where that famous line was uttered. We used to have we still do have a breakfast buffet, and this little girl's just sitting there eating a plate full of fruit. And I said, girl, you got to hang out with me and get some sausage. And that became just a bit.
It's a good one. 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
But that's his burping and tooting room. Leave the door shut.
What was that one?
That's his burping and tooting room. Leave the door shut.
Oh, I don't remember saying that.
Was that towards me or Al or?
I'd assume that's you.
Wow. Why would it be me and not Al?
Because
Al can
Al
burp
doesn't-
and toot with the best of them.
well, that would be at his home. So I would assume that was at our home.
He doesn't do it at the orifice?
No, well,
He's never done it at the orifice?
yeah, there has been a time where you go to the bathroom or something and you do it in there, or he's done it and the trail follows him, That's happened.
Okay.
But I've worked with him for 28 years. Of course that's happened.
And then the last one,
I tooted.
I tooted.
Who says that?
You.
I said that? I just say I tooted?
I tooted.
Yeah.
I tooted.
I don't know why I said that.
Why did you say that?
I have no idea. I have no recollection of it.
It's probably taken out of context. And this is why you
Probably.
have to change your voice when you say things
No,
like that.
I don't mind. I don't mind things being said in my voice the way I said them. I don't always remember what I said.
So email us at podcast@kellyandalan.com. Let us know if you like those sound effects, if you want more sound effects, if you're good with the amount of sound effects now, or you wish we would just change up the sound effects?
Well, I think those ones where I say those things probably can be switched out because those never get used.
Oh, I do them sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, every once in a while. If you're doing a rantberry or you drop a big dime or something, I'll hit the I'm Kellie Raspberry down it.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. The others, yeah, honestly,
I don't know why we would have those.
I don't use those because they're just, to me, they're funny. But So there you go. There's all you wanted to know about a little peek behind the kimono.
Things you didn't even know you wanted to know.
Right.
Now you know.
Well, they probably didn't want to know that anyway.
You know it anyway.
But I told them.
Yeah, you did.
And I'm going to tell them a lot of other stuff on this podcast.
What have you got? Bits with crickets and applause lined up for?
I got funny stuff. I got you. Somebody told me that the other day. And
I got you?
Yeah. And
Did they?
They did.
Oh, it happened.
But I
finally.
forgot where I was. You weren't with me.
What's the point of them getting you if you can't even remember?
Because it wasn't memorable. Because if they had said I got you and they totally screwed everything up, I'd probably be telling the story on the podcast. But she said I got you.
We have to remember to
and
praise.
she did get
me. We need to remember to praise those people, call them out. You know, it's easy for us to complain about bad things.
Right.
Like, at the end of the podcast, we read the positive 5-star reviews because it's really easy when you're mad about something to go online and I hate this. Nobody should ever go to this place ever. And I don't listen to this podcast and neither should you. That's easy. But when somebody does something right, something you appreciate, to go online and say something nice, to go on a podcast and lift someone up.
You want to give them some warm fuzzies?
Yeah, why not?
You don't want to give them any cold pricklies. You want to give them some warm fuzzies.
That's right. So we've got hopefully some warm fuzzies coming up
on
this podcast.
I got a little bit. Yeah, I got a couple of things.
Well,
We're going to talk about our upcoming trip to the hub city, Lubbock, Texas, God's Country, USA.
I was looking forward to it. Not so much anymore.
We looked at the forecast.
The weather is not going to be good.
How about a low of 25 on Saturday night, the night the football game is?
Yeah, that we're supposed to go to the football game.
Outdoor stadium.
But I will say this, Sam from New Zealand, when he came to visit the
G'day,
United
mate.
States, as he does every 2 years, he always brings the nicest gifts.
He does.
He really shouldn't do that, but he does. And this time, I'm like so thankful. He brought me a stadium coat. He said he got it for me to walk the dogs, but this is a coat. It's like one of those, it's like a sleeping bag, but it goes all the way down to the ground and it has sleeves.
Yeah.
So it's going to actually cover my entire body.
It looks
Saturday
like
night.
something that if you were a player for the Green Bay Packers, you would wear that up at Lambeau Field.
It's a full
It's
length
that big.
stadium coat. And
Yes.
I don't know how I'm going to be able to walk in it, and I don't care. I'm going to do it, and I'm going to be wearing that Saturday.
Speaking of the Packers, the Cowboys play the Packers this weekend. And I think it's supposed to be warmer. The forecast is warmer in Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin, than it is in Lubbock, Texas.
Well,
So what is happening? Is there a cold front coming through or something?
Apparently so, because Lubbock, when we looked at the forecast, was in the 70s at the beginning of the week, and then it changes, and now it's going to be 25 Saturday night. And Alan still insists on driving his motorcycle to Lubbock, so he's going to have to get all bundled up. And I told him before we saw the weather turn, I said, look, I'm going to drive up to meet you. Flying was too expensive and it got me in late and all that stuff. And then once we get there, I'd be just stuck riding on his motorcycle. But I said, listen, I'll take my helmet in the car. And when we get to Lubbock, I'll ride around a little bit with you. But now that ain't happening. It's going to be too cold.
I think you wouldn't enjoy it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe in the spring.
I don't have all the motorcycle gear that you have.
No.
And even in your protective gear, it didn't always work. You were soaked in your rainproof motorcycle gear.
Not rainproof.
So, well, it was supposed to be.
It was advertised to me as waterproof.
Well, it wasn't. It could have been water resistant.
No, it said waterproof.
I take it back. I take
Waterproof.
it back. You were soaked.
Waterproof means no water.
Right.
It's like idiot proof.
Very different from water resistant.
You ever messed up something that was advertised to you as idiot proof?
Probably.
How'd that make you feel?
I mean, the same.
Like an idiot?
Just the same.
Yeah.
It's usually technology stuff. As you always say, it's user error.
User error.
It's never the computer's fault. It's always user
The
error.
computer just does what you tell it to do.
Not always.
Well, yeah, always.
Not always. when you turn it on and you get the spinny wheel of death, I'm not telling it to do that. Our lightning fast cable that you apparently spent so much money getting our lightning fast speed. I turn on the TV.
Oh,
and
here we
what
go.
happens? The spinny wheel of death. Am I doing that? No.
This is the first bemoaning about the new hyper fast service. 300
on the podcast, but who's been Alan's the one? It's like it's lightning fast speed. They said, kill the cable. They said. What do you say?
Wait a minute.
What do you say?
Who is that?
I was doing you.
Just generic dumb husband.
Just generic. No, I could have done dumber. You know, I could have.
Let's hear it.
No, I don't feel like it.
Oh, come on.
I don't feel like
your impressions are so good though. They make me happy. They
really
bring me joy.
Oh well, press a button. Press a button.
Come
on the road.
Okay, do that.
All right. Listen, something happens every fall. I want to stay home more. I want to cook more, get cozy with my family. And with HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients, seasonal recipes, all delivered right to your doorstep. So you can skip those trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. You know, the holidays are like knocking on our door now, and HelloFresh makes this busy time of year easier. I don't have to stress over meal planning. They've got over 35 weekly recipes, over 70 seasonal and convenience items you can choose from each week. You can customize your recipes, swap out proteins or sides. If you're like, that recipe sounds good, but I'd rather have chicken instead of pork, you can swap that out. And HelloFresh can save you so much time in the kitchen. They offer quick and easy options, 20-minute meals, easy cleanup recipes. If you're hosting a holiday party, you're just stocking up on snacks. HelloFresh Market has everything from quick breakfast to charcuterie boards and desserts. And listen, if you're hosting Thanksgiving, HelloFresh has a Thanksgiving box, Alan.
Yeah, they do.
You can choose the turkey or beef tenderloin and all the sides. Plus, HelloFresh saves you money. It's cheaper than grocery shopping. You're not buying excess. You're not making impulse buys. It's 25% less expensive than takeout. One of my favorites is actually a Hall of Fame recipe with HelloFresh. It's the crispy kickin' cayenne chicken cutlets with mashed potatoes and carrots and this honey drizzle. It's a little spicy. So if you don't have that spicy palate, try the creamy lemon spinach ricotta ravioli. It's also a Hall of Famer. I love getting the box delivered to my doorstep each week, but if you're traveling for the holidays, you can press pause on delivery. It's not a problem. And don't forget, Green Chef is now owned by HelloFresh, and we love switching between brands, giving us even more options at a discount.
Go to HelloFresh.com/sandwich65 and use code sandwich65 for 65% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/sandwich65. Use code sandwich65 for 65% off plus free shipping. HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit.
It is.
I mean, they're basically giving that away free.
65% off's a lot.
That's real savings. That really is. Free shipping. Can't beat that. So let's start with this upcoming weekend. So we've mentioned it on the podcast a few times. We're going to Lubbock this weekend. Lubbock is in West Texas, if you're not familiar.
Is it in the Panhandle?
It is not in the Panhandle. No, it's not considered in the Panhandle. Armadillo is in the Panhandle. Dalhart.
I'm not from Texas, so I don't know Texas geography.
Dalhart is in the Panhandle.
Mm-hmm.
Lubbock is on the high plains, the Llano Estacado. God's country.
Yeah, I remember we drove up, and it's like you go up, like you suddenly you rise up.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that's the Llano plus
that's the Llano Estacado.
Estacado.
High plains. But Lubbock's due west from Dallas. It takes about 5.5 hours to get there. I'm going to ride my bike tomorrow and go because Friday I'm speaking to a class, and one of our very, very best customers also happens to be a professor at Tech. Her name's Amanda. She's asked me to come and speak to her mass communications class. It's a marketing class. And I have to show up at the College of Media and Communications. I think I remember where that is. But she said she's only going to have about 20 people there. It's a 50-minute class. So I thought I made my outline today. I thought I would just kind of talk.
You're going to go over your outline with us?
Of course, open with a little humor.
Oh, no.
Yes. In fact, I'm going to try some of this humor out on you and see if you like it.
Oh, my.
Right. But just go through, my experience, how I got to the point of being a all-star podcaster and social media influencer. No, but she wants me to talk about marketing, influencing, social media.
But it all starts with the joke.
Oh, it all starts with the joke?
Right. Joel Osteen does that.
Does he?
Yeah. I went through a Joel Osteen phase where I was listening to him. Was it a podcast? Did he have a podcast? That's how I would listen to it, right?
Oh, I'm sure he does.
I'm sure that's where I listen to it. And he starts every sermon with a joke. I mean, he doesn't it's like, okay, I start every Sunday with a joke. Here you go. So he doesn't like one of those natural, you happen to be telling a story. He flat out says, okay, here's a joke. And then he does his sermon.
Well, that's basically what I'm going to do.
So you're going to do, I was wondering if you're going to try to make it seem organic or say, here's my joke.
Well, so I'm going to test these on you.
Okay.
This is marketing. Stimulus response, babe. I'm going to give you a stimulus. I'm going to see if I get a response.
But as your spouse, I don't find you funny. That's the way that works, right?
Was that just a clap?
No, that's the way it is.
Wait a minute. You just said...
But you don't find me funny.
Yeah, I do.
No, spouses...
I think you're very funny.
Everybody... I don't mean...
That's one of the things I love about you most is that you're funny.
I don't mean you specifically, our relationship, but isn't that how most marriages work? Like this one spouse never thinks the other spouse is funny.
You don't think I'm funny?
I'm just saying, your jokes might land
Do
better.
I amuse you like a clown?
You do amuse me
You think
on
I'm funny?
occasion.
You think I'm funny?
I think other people might find you funnier.
Oh, okay.
Because they're not married to you.
Right. The gal who gave us a 5-star review last week, she didn't think I was funny, but she still gave us 5 stars.
Well, that was pretty clever on her part.
Yeah.
Give the 5-star review so I'd read it. It was an
good
insult.
call. Good call. It was really a 3-star review, but she wanted it to be read.
Right.
Okay, so I wrote down some jokes. Here are a couple that I thought I would start with in the class. You tell me if these are appropriate or not.
I'm going to go ahead and lean towards no.
All right. So here's the first one I thought I might try. So, hello, class. I met a cute girl at a bar recently. She told me she was a TikTok influencer. I said, cool. I'm on Pornhub. Maybe we should collab. Either way, it's only going to last 10 seconds.
No.
No?
I don't think you're really even considering telling that joke.
Okay.
I think that was just to shock me.
How about this one? Why did the influencer terrorist get arrested?
Terrorist or tourist?
Terrorist.
Well, see, you need to be more.
What's that George Bush said? Terrorist.
Well, it sounds like you're saying tourist.
Terrorist.
You better say it correctly.
Why did the influencer terrorist get arrested?
I don't know.
Because his TikTok blew up.
That's pretty cute.
So you like that one?
No, I mean, some people might be offended by the word terrorist.
Terrorist jokes typically are not encouraged.
Is Texas Tech a real PC university?
No.
I don't know how terrorists.
No, not out in West
there.
Texas, God's country. Okay. All right. We'll shoot that one down. How about this one? How many influencers does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, this should be good. How many?
100. 1 to screw it in and 99 to say they did too. I didn't really deliver that clean. 100. 1 to screw it in and 99 to say that they did.
I don't get that one.
Well, they're influencers, so.
Well, they would take pictures with it.
Right.
So 1 to screw it in and 99 to take pictures with it.
Okay.
Maybe?
Couple of things.
Is that a better punchline?
Couple of things that were screwed up there.
I don't know.
I messed up on the delivery of the punchline, and then you don't get the joke. So we're going to totally get rid of that one.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I think my punchline's better, though.
Yeah. Okay. How many influencers does it take to change a light bulb? This is a different version. Yes.
I'm going to guess 100.
1. But it will take 300 videos over 10 hours, and they will stop to comment every 1/8 of a turn. Too complicated?
It's a lot.
And it's not funny either.
I get it, but it's not funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Here's one more. Well, here's a couple more. The influencer was diagnosed with paranoia. You know why?
Why?
He believed nobody was following him.
That's cute.
It's clean.
That's cute.
You like that one? Okay, I may do that one.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
It's cute, but I don't know. I don't know why you would do that.
Now here's the one I really like. This one's well. I'll save that one for last because that one's my favorite.
Oh, okay.
How do you tell the difference between a cop and a social media influencer?
I don't know.
The influencer has to tell you their job. Influencers are always saying they're influencers. A lot of people have been asking me about this new shampoo I'm
But a
using.
cop doesn't have to tell you his job? I don't get that.
I don't think so.
Don't know. What else?
Like
Occupation?
if he's undercover?
I don't like that one. That doesn't make sense.
Okay. We will...
that didn't make sense.
Okay.
Does that make sense to anybody?
No. We can...
Who wrote these jokes?
I did.
You did not.
Okay.
I wouldn't take credit for that one.
What's the difference between an influencer and influenza?
One is the flu.
One wants to go viral. The other is already viral.
Again, that would be more intelligent humor, I think.
Clean. Clean. Okay, this one's my favorite.
Okay.
Though. Okay, here's the last one.
Hit me with the best.
I need one of these to break the ice. I need an icebreaker, or else I'm going to have to ask for audience participation.
Right off the bat?
Yeah.
Isn't that like giving a speech 101? That's probably not the great title for the course. To get the audience engaged?
Yes. One of our live studio audience members said I would skip the blow up joke.
Yeah. The terrorist one? Yeah.
That's what they do.
I just wouldn't. Yeah.
Violence is never funny. Okay, last one. What's the difference between a social media influencer and a bench?
I don't know.
One can support a family.
Hey, listen now. There are some social media influencers that are making bank. They're making bank.
The kid.
Well, I mean, that's all they do to support their family.
Yeah.
And but that's the thing. I think a lot of people get in, like I remember my friend's daughter, she wanted to be a social media influencer and realized how incredibly hard that is, because to get started, you have to kind of post things sort of faking it, like about different, well, not really faking it, but, posting about products you like, tagging them, and hopefully organically you'll start picking up. But you also have to provide non-sponsored content enough to balance out that, right? It is a full-time job and very stressful because you have to, if you're good at it, you have to be thinking of original ideas that are hopefully going to go viral, that are humorous, but I don't know. It's a lot of work.
Humor. So why don't you do that, and then we'll, at a high level, go through my outline, and you can tell me if I should leave this in or take it out.
Oh, okay. Because I offered to, I offered to help you the other day.
Well, that's why I want to go through it.
But you were like,
we're going to do it now.
I got this.
Well, I do got this. But
you still want my feedback now?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just going to do it real quick.
So are you cutting all the jokes?
No, I didn't write those jokes.
I said, are you cutting them?
Oh.
No jokes.
I'll start with some type of humor. I don't know what I'll do. It may be off the cuff. I don't know.
Are you gonna do that thing where you act like you trip going up to the to the podium?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
That's always a crowd pleaser, isn't it?
To pretend like I trip, like Steve Martin,
like a pratfall. Is that what that's called?
I don't know about that.
All right, look, I love the holidays. This is the time I get to shine. But a lot of the holiday shopping, the planning, the coordinating schedules, that all falls on me. And I think that's true for a lot of moms, right? Nothing feels better after a long day of all the holiday craziness than crawling into my bed, snuggling up with our little dog, Zoe. That's my snuggle buddy, because Alan's still sitting up watching TV, and pulling those buttery, soft Boll and Branch sheets up to my chin, and then drifting off to my best sleep, because what you sleep on does matter. You've slept on crappy sheets before, right? You don't get a good night's sleep, but Boll and Branch's signature hem sheet set, these sheets are made with the finest 100% cotton on earth. You are literally sleeping in luxury each and every night. These sheets are free from toxins. There's no pesticides, no harsh chemicals. Through every step, these sheets are created, and they're created by true artisans who earn their pay and respect that they deserve. And let me tell you, these sheets get softer after every wash. I heard, about Boll and Branch sheets from other podcast hosts, and I finally said, We have got to get these sheets, Alan. And I'm so glad we did. We chose the stone color. It complements our bedding. They do have white and cream, but why not pick something that's like different? It really adds to the luxury, I think. And I never have to fight to get that fitted sheet on the mattress. It fits perfectly. Boll & Branch gives you a 30-night worry-free guarantee with free shipping and returns on all orders. And if you've got somebody on your holiday list you really want to pamper and impress, give the gift of fabulous, luxurious sleep. Boll & Branch's signature sheets come wrapped and ready in a beautiful holiday gift box, so your gifts look as special as they feel.
So give the gift of a better night's sleep with Boll & Branch. Right now, our listeners get early access to their Black Friday sale with our promo code. Get 25% off your first set of sheets and free shipping when you use promo code SANDWICH at bollandbranch.com. That's Boll & Branch. BOLLAND branch.com. Promo code SANDWICH. Offer ends November 27.
Got it. Get it done.
You said the word artisan.
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick. What's the difference between an artisan bun on a hamburger and just a bun? Why do some restaurants call it an artisan bun?
It's a fancier bun.
What does that mean?
It's just fancier.
What makes it fancier?
Maybe it's got a little glaze on it or something, or like that shiny coating maybe.
Because Chef Mike,
maybe they're made by hand.
head chef at our restaurant, Oaked, which you should check out at oakedbbq.com. He makes artisan buns.
It's OAK''D.
OAKDBBQ.com.
Maybe they're handmade buns as opposed to just buying them in a package. I don't know.
Okay. Just you said,
because I know these artisan sheets are made by artisans that are good at their craft, but an artisan bun,
doesn't that suggest handmade?
I'd have to look up what an artisan bun is. Do you want me to do that right now while you talk about something else?
No.
Instant gratification.
No, it's okay.
I can do it.
It's okay.
I can search it. I can duck go it.
It's not a big deal. Okay, so here, just real quick, here's my outline. So a little humor to intro, break the ice.
Well, that's still up for debate.
A little bit about me, education, work experience, family. Then the meat of this will be, she wanted me to talk, about the podcast and social media marketing. So the podcast, and I thought I would talk about the influencing part of that, which is, us talking about brands that we enjoy and how we do that and how they come to us. She kind of wanted some of that behind the scenes stuff for her class. So how do we do all this that we're doing, like we just did the Boll & Branch? How did that matriculate through the food chain to where it is right there and to us talking about it? Talk about the restaurant and what we're doing there and how we're influencing or trying to be social media, advertisers for the restaurant, because we're involved with that, right?
Yeah.
Pitch the restaurant. Then talk about Canned Media, Dirty Martini, and kind of how I help you.
Well, you need to tell people that are listening to the podcast what they don't know what Canned Media and Dirty Martini are.
I am doing this high level. So Canned Media, K&A Media, that's just it's our LLC, Kellie and I's LLC. It's our company. It's our media company. And basically all of Kellie's off radio stuff, her social media, my social media, restaurant income, which we're yet to see, social media income, all of that stuff that has nothing to do with the radio, podcast income, that's all goes through our media company, basically.
And what's Dirty Martini?
Dirty Martini that's the LLC name, but Kellie likes Dirty Martini, so that's why it's called Dirty Martini. So anyway.
Tattoo.
Yep. So talk about that a little bit, and then talk about, people talk about influencers. I personally don't think I am what you would call a social media influencer.
Well, then what title would you give yourself? A brand ambassador?
Yeah, maybe, but I don't do social media for the sole purpose of trying to influence people to buy stuff.
But that's part of it. Maybe you should wear an ambassador sash to make it official. When you're advertising something, put on your brand ambassador sash.
Is that like one of those things Miss America wears?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll have to have that printed up real fast. Talk about the different types of different types of agreements, like, cash and product, or just a trade deal where you just get product, or a blend, just talk about how that works.
Mm-hmm.
And then talk about the different agencies that I work with and who their clients are and who my clients are. So there's basically, I was going back, babe, there's a lot of this stuff I've done. If I put it on a piece of paper and look at it. So there's a company that I work with. They're called Ben. Something
BEN?
BEN, something entertainment network. They're a national company, but that's what they do. They do social marketing.
Well, I think it's great, but a lot of people don't know where to start.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were lucky in the getting the podcast part because my boss started a podcast company. But like the average person that wants to start a podcast, I think it'd be helpful to know some options where they could go to start their own podcast. And then it's like, okay, well, if you're starting from scratch and you don't have a big company behind you and somebody selling ads for you, how do you attract advertisers as just somebody just starting out? Do you have advice for those people?
That's what I was going to do. So I was just going to go through, okay, this is how I work with these different companies. These are some of the clients I've done ads for. I'm not going to go into a bunch of detail because I don't have time.
Right.
But then at the end, like you're saying, okay, over the years I've been doing this now. These are like, A, B, and C. These are the top 3 things that if you're interested in kind of trying to get into this type of work or doing this on the side as a side hustle, these are the things I've learned, and this is what I think you should do. I mean, to try to give them a takeaway, right?
Right.
So that's basically it. So that would be my pitch. It's only a 50-minute class, so I could do that for 20 minutes, and then the rest of or 25 minutes or whatever. The rest of the time, Q&A. She wanted Q&A.
Right.
So
that's always a gamble.
No,
because sometimes there's no question that they ask, and then what Kid Craddock used to say, that means they're 100% satisfied.
Good call.
So that's how you have to look at it.
Good call.
You answered every question they could have possibly asked, so they are 100% satisfied.
So here's the deal: it's a Friday class, and you remember when you were in college.
I didn't sign up for afternoon classes.
Come on.
I signed up for morning and midday to get it over with.
My dad was laughing so hard when I was telling him I was doing this. He said, "When is this class?" And I said, "It's on a Friday." He goes, "What time is it?" And I said, 3:00. He goes, "And they're rolling you in there as the big draw?" And I said, "Yeah, pretty much." And he said, "There ain't gonna be anybody there." And I said, "Well, that's why they're bringing me in, because they're trying to draw in people for extra credit."
So you think they're getting extra credit?
They're getting extra credit if they come.
So just the privilege of seeing you and hearing your presentation,
yes,
they need to still get extra credit on top of that.
To sit there and listen to me drone on for 50 minutes, they get extra credit. Yeah.
I would be a little bit hurt. It's
Me?
like, why wouldn't they just come without the extra credit? They want to hear what you have to say so badly. They don't need to get.
It's fine.
Okay.
No. This is part of influencing. You think I'm doing this for free?
Yeah.
Getting a hookup?
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting tickets to the game.
Yes.
Is that what you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're getting tickets to the game, which is going to be 25 degrees, but that's okay. Well, I know you're going to do great.
No, it'll be fun. It's fine. I'm really looking forward to meeting some. Oh my gosh, I haven't talked to I haven't been back to tech in a while, and then to talk to a class and see what the students are like and especially see what kind of questions they ask. And stuff has changed so much since I was in school. It'll be interesting, I think, just to interact with some of the students. And
you're going to go check out your old dorm?
Oh, it's still there. I lived in Murdo. If you went to tech, Murdo. Stangle Murdo. Co-ed dorm. We didn't live with the gals. They were on the other side. We had a sand volleyball pit. Could roll down there and
did you have a lot of luck?
Bounce with me. No luck.
You weren't a Lothario in college?
No, I was studying. I was doing the right thing, trying to get my degree.
You didn't have a girlfriend in college? You did.
Define girlfriend.
You told me you had a girlfriend in college.
Yeah, I dated a few girls. Very nice ladies. Girls, whatever they are. Women.
Young women.
Young ladies. Right. So anyway, that is going to be our weekend, and then we're going to go to the game Saturday night and then come back Sunday morning, right?
Yeah, we're leaving at some point, and it's my nephew Braden and his wife Bree are doing their gender reveal Sunday, and I'm going to miss it. I was like, well, just tell me what that baby is. Just tell me what it is. I'm thinking it's going to be a girl, but I always think the baby's going to be a girl.
Yeah?
I always guess girl. And 50-50 chance I'm right.
Well, half the time you're going to be right.
That's right. That's right.
So that's exciting.
It is exciting. I'm going to be a great aunt, literally.
That's right.
Literally. And my brother is going to be a grandfather. Now, he's a young grandfather. My brother is 50. Let's see. How old is he? He's 53. That's a young grandpa, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a young grandpa.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited.
It's hard to believe he's 2 years older than me and he's going to be a grandpa.
I know. And now they're trying to figure out their grandparent names, what they want to be called.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for any and all great suggestions.
Well, let's go through them.
Well, I don't remember what he said. They were doing like
Pawpaw, Meemaw,
like Pop,
Mimi,
Lola,
Gigi?
Lola and Pop or something. I don't remember.
Lola. That's Filipino for grandma.
Lolo, something like, was it Lolo? I don't remember. They were going through a whole bunch of them. I just always, I had Mother Price, which I thought was I didn't know how cool it was until I got older. But my Mother Price did not want to be called Grandma or Grandmama or Granny. She chose Mother Price, and her husband was Daddy Boy. Mm-hmm. But Daddy Boy passed away when I was 2 months old, so I didn't get to know him. And then I had Granny Pinky.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Granny Pinky was my granddaddy Earl's mother. Mm-hmm. She loved pink, and she lived in a pink house, and her name was Granny Pinky. And I had, on my paternal side, we had Granny Pinky, Granddaddy Earl, Grandma Jean. And then on my dad's side, we had Grandmama and Granddaddy. And I like Grandmama and Granddaddy. I just like that classic.
I called mine Grandma and Grandpa. My dad, the boys call my dad Grampy. Mm-hmm. They like Grampy.
And Grandmama.
Grandmama is because when Brooke, my daughter, was really small, she couldn't pronounce grandma. She would say Grandma. Mm-hmm. So that just stuck.
Yeah, they call her Grandma.
So they call her Grandma. And yeah, that's how that works.
And Maki.
Maki, I think, is because they couldn't pronounce grandma.
Because I don't know where Maki, I never asked. I was like, is that some sort of term of endearment in Tagalog? I was like, they call her Maki.
No, I think that's what either Violet or Beatrice called my mom.
Maki?
Because they couldn't pronounce grandma. It's like when they're real small.
Okay.
Right?
I thought that was a Tagalog word, so I didn't ever question it.
I think Lola is grandma.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're looking for cute ones. Real cute ones. So anyway, that's exciting. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up. And then Thanksgiving. Alan, the following week, we're going to do a podcast before we go away for Thanksgiving, though, so we can wait and talk about our Thanksgiving plans later.
Yeah. We'll talk respect the turkey. Anybody got their Christmas decorations up yet?
Yeah.
Respect the turkey.
We were driving through the neighborhood last night, and we were coming home from dinner, and somebody had their Christmas tree up. And we were at work today at the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
And Russ Face and his wife put up their tree last night.
Unbelievable. Why?
Because he said it makes his wife happy.
Okay. Well, I get that. So he's just trying to appease her, huh?
Well, a lot of husbands don't think of it as appeasing. They think of it as making their spouse happy without the appeasement.
Okay. When do you want to put ours up?
Well, I need it up a little bit early because I've got to do that campaign. They want me to film in front of a Christmas tree.
Well, I'll try to get it up. Sometimes it's difficult.
It is?
Sometimes, yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Is there a joke coming? I don't know.
No, there's no joke. I'm just...
Well, it's like you're stalling for a punchline.
No, there's no punchline.
All I need for you to do is get it down from the attic, and I do the rest.
Oh, and then you'll get it up.
Okay, so that's the joke?
What joke?
Oh, my God. Okay. We're talking about the birth of baby Jesus, and he wants to make those jokes. Okay.
Kellie, Allen, I love you guys. I got a problem, though.
What?
I got no baby Jesus.
Oh,
baby Jesus is sick.
All right. Well, anyway,
we're gonna
get our Christmas a little bit early, but probably before Thanksgiving. Actually,
one of our live studio audience members passed me a note. It says Russ Face is a weird dude. I wonder how he knows that.
Who's our Russ?
Well, I'm not going to call him.
Well,
I'm not
maybe
going to
it's
throw him on
because of
Front
the-
Street.
It's
but
because of the Christmas tree thing.
I guess.
Right.
I guess he thinks that's weird.
I guess so.
I don't know.
A lot of people do get excited about the holidays, or a lot of people dread the holidays. But whatever you feel about it, the holidays are here. And a lot of small business owners, let me tell you, this is make or break time for small business owners. But Stamps.com can make your life a whole lot easier, not just during the holidays, but year round. You got all these orders coming in nonstop. You've got to get them shipped out as quickly as possible, as easily as possible. Well, when you sign up for Stamps.com, do it now, and you can start printing your own postage in minutes. You don't need any fancy equipment. As long as you've got a computer and a printer, you can print official postage for any size package going anywhere in the world. And with Stamps.com, you've got access to all the postal services, all the UPS services that you need to run your business without the hassle of racing through traffic, because you got to get to the post office before it closes for the day. You can drop your packages off when you're ready, or schedule a package pickup through the Stamps.com dashboard. You're also going to save money, major discounts. How does saving up to 86% on UPS shipping rates sound to you? I mean, that almost sounds too good to be true. And with rates constantly changing, Stamps.com's Switch and Save feature lets you easily compare carriers and rates, so you know you're getting the best deal each and every time. And if you run an online store, Stamps.com works seamlessly with all the major shopping carts and marketplaces.
This holiday season, trade late nights for silent nights and get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up with promo code SANDWICH for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code SANDWICH.
Thank you, Stamps.com, a longtime sponsor of this podcast.
They really are.
Alan,
OG.
Oh,
you got something?
Well,
Because save me a little time, because I'm going to bring it home for Jerome, something funny.
Well, I found, where is it? Here it is.
On a sandwich.
So Alan and I had to scroll down and find it. I've got so much on my laptop, honey. And it's just 2 seconds. It took me 2 seconds to find it.
I thought you didn't like any silent time.
I said it took me 2 seconds. Don't rush me. All right, listen. So Alan and I would go out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
We eat out a lot. But, like I said, I want to start staying home a little bit more. I want to start staying more home, cooking more, doing the HelloFresh thing, especially during the fall, right?
5 figures of eating out every year.
When you go out to restaurants now, there's been a shift.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things are, pre-pandemic, things were very different than they are now, okay? And they did a new survey that says since the pandemic started, more people have been leaving tips when they pick up takeout food because they feel pressured by the restaurant to do it. Now, during the pandemic, when restaurants had to pivot because nobody could dine in and everybody was doing, you pull up, and now they still have 20 parking spots reserved for pickup orders. They need to start pulling back on some of those parking spaces and let regular customers park there. Is too much.
They're always empty too.
They're always empty now, right? It's like the pickup at my Kroger. They have 50 because they want everybody to do this. Just pull up and let us put your shopping, your groceries in your trunk. In the meantime, there's no parking spaces for those of us who still like to go inside the grocery store. But anyway, I digress. But during that time when, the wait staff weren't able to wait on you to get their normal tips, a lot of people started tipping very generously for carry out, right? Because that's how they were making their money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's gone from doing it out of, we need to do this to help support these men and women in the hospitality industry, to the restaurants kind of putting you on the spot and pressuring you. Mm-hmm. So Play USA polled 1,000 people, and 54% said they feel added pressure to leave a tip digitally when they pay using the store's cashless checkout screen. And 51% admit to leaving a tip when they normally wouldn't have, just because the screen asked them, would you like to tip your server? Now, before pandemic, would you ever tip the guy giving you your just handing you your carry-out order? I never did and never thought about it.
I've tipped on carry out before the pandemic.
I didn't think about it.
But not usually.
Well, now
Not usually.
it asks you not only, they'll turn the screen around and say,
Right.
do you want a tip? And it gives you the options like 10, 15, 20, and 25 or other.
Other, yeah.
But not everybody still does it. They're
no tip.
Or no tip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also an option.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's been something different. And yeah, and then there's another company, Time to Play, that did a similar survey, but their numbers were even higher. 68% of these respondents said they feel pressured to tip at the point of sale if it's prompted. And about 44% of them said they wouldn't tip if they weren't prompted. The pandemic also affected tipping for people who dine in. Before 2020, the average tip was 17.1% of the bill. Today, the survey says we tip an average of 22.8%. That's an average. Some people tip more, some people tip less.
I'm not trying to drop a dime. This isn't a low-key dime. But remember when I told you that in between Dylan's baseball game, we had like 5 hours? So the entire team and a lot of the parents, moms and dads, we went to a diner. Mm-hmm. We were in Irving last weekend for one of Dylan's tournaments. And I told Kelly the story. We were talking on the phone. We went to this diner. They had to get 4 tables for us. All the kids, all the boys were at a table. The moms,
they don't want to sit with their parents.
No, the moms were at another table. The dads were at another table. We had another table that had a couple of more people at it. And the servers had to, the way they wanted to do it was every kid had to be associated with the parent so they could put the kid and the parent on the same tab.
Even though they were at different tables.
Right.
So it was chaotic.
It was very confusing. And they were money in the bank. In fact, the server, she came up to me, she goes, "Can I get you anything else?" And I'm like, "No, it's okay." She goes, "Are you just saying that because you think I'm too busy to get you something else? Do you need something else?" And I said, "No, really, I'm fine." She goes, "I will get you that to-go tea." And I said, "Sold. I'll have a to-go tea." They were just so great at this little cafe. Our tab, me and Dylan's tab, I think it was like $15. I left her a $10 tip. Mm-hmm. So I got this notification and I'm glad I get these things from our credit card.
I'm not glad he gets them.
No.
Anytime I charge something, Alan gets notified.
If it's a big one.
How big?
Like $250 or $500 or something.
There's a limit.
It's a big one, yeah.
So if I just go charge $45 somewhere, you don't get notified?
I don't get those. No, it's
that's good to know.
It's just a fraud thing. So I got a notification and it said, "Did you leave like an 85% tip or something? Click yes or no." And I said yes, and it was like, "Thank you for your feedback." Blah blah blah. But anyway, I guess
they have to do that because some servers who are not scrupulous. Is that right? Mm-hmm. They can adjust tips to get bigger tips.
Yeah. I guess my point is she did a great job. I am always willing to go a little bit more for somebody who's really busting it because they work hard. They work hard.
And I'll tell you what, I used to wait tables, and I think everybody should wait tables at some point in their lives. It teaches you so much. And that's why I tend to err on over tipping sometimes. And my mom said the other day, I kind of looked over, she's like, "Are you checking to see if I tipped enough?" Because she's used to me saying that's, you need to add a little bit more. But when you have been a server and you have to clean up after a family comes in with toddlers and children who, aren't they cute bringing kids to a restaurant? I'm not judging you for that. But these parents had the kids with saltines that are crushed up and ground into the carpet, and there is food mashed and slimy on the table, and you've got the restaurant's high chair that needs to be cleaned. And I think in those instances, you need to tip a little bit more than 20%, right? 20% is usually standard. Some people some people tip 20% before tax and after, whatever. But I'm just saying, based on the mess you leave behind, don't you think you could throw a couple of extra bucks down?
Yeah, if it's like
right,
really, really messy. Yeah,
right.
Sure.
So I'm just saying. And then all the time, if there could be so much going on in the back you don't know about with the cooks and things, but all the brunt of it falls on your server, right? It's got to be the server's fault, and you don't know what the heck's going on behind the scenes. So I always try to If I can tell the server's not just being lazy standing around the side, that maybe something's going on in the back, I always try to take that into consideration too.
Well, I don't see how they did it because every kid had a different order.
I don't either.
Every dad had a different order. Every dad had a different drink. And I'm like, I don't see how you kept track of all that. It was amazing.
You know what? It's an art. I mean, I don't think I could do it now. I did it in my 20s. I don't know if I could do it now as well as I did then. But I had one guy, and I can't remember. I think his name was Rob. It was Rob, I think. Anyway, he had one of those photographic memories.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't matter how big that table was. It could be 20 people. They could have specialty orders where leave off the onions, add extra something. He never wrote anything down.
He got you.
And he got every order right. It was crazy how he did it.
Wow. Okay.
Anyway, that's the only thing I had to say about that.
Okay. Well, there's a little tip talk. We've done tip talk before. I mean, generally, any service industry person, you tip them if they do a good job.
Well, like I'm saying, now they've added that thing with the pad where they flip it around on you.
That's a little strange.
I will tell you this. I wish Starbucks, some of them have started doing that. I feel so bad because those baristas, they're hoping to get cash
They
chips,
have a cash
right?
jar.
But nobody, Alan, how many times do you have cash on you?
It's always filled with cash.
But how many times do you have cash on you?
You want me to pull my wallet out right now?
I'm just saying, how often
Got
do you
cash
usually?
all the time.
Okay. That is not true.
That is
That
true.
is not true.
That is true.
People come in and play with credit cards and gift cards, and there's no place on the machine to tip.
Mm-hmm.
But that's slowly starting to change.
But what do you do at the place? We're really getting into this tip stuff. What do you do at the place? Like we go to Snappy Salads a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You go in, you look at the board, you place your order. Somebody starts the salad, they pass it down, pass it down. You get to the end, and there's a guy standing there, a gal standing there. They check you out. You need a drink, yeah. Same thing. They punch in, it's like $19 for the salad I like, and then they turn the deal around and it says, would you like a tip 15, 20, or 25? And I'm like,
I know.
dude, I'm going to carry my tray over there. I'm going to go get my salt and pepper shaker, and then I'm going to clean up my mess.
Mm-hmm.
Do I tip? I see. I'm confused. Do I tip 25% on this too?
Now people feel pressured.
Yeah.
When I waited tables, I had to tip out at the end of the day the bartender and the bus boys or bus women. I guess I don't even have any bus women, but I didn't have to tip out the cooks. I guess they were paid a higher scale. The rest, the bus boys and the bartenders work on tips, so I had to tip them out a percentage. But not the cooks.
Did I say snappy salad?
I think you did.
Okay. That's what I meant if I didn't say
I think
so.
you did.
I like snappy salads. It's good.
I do too.
They got the new chimichurri. That thing's great.
I get the grilled avocado.
They got rid of my tuna.
They did?
Yeah, they don't do the tuna anymore.
Maybe it got too expensive.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll bring it back.
But that chimichurri, that thing is great.
Oh,
hashtag
not an ad for snappy salads.
How many more of this do we have? You got one more?
One.
Okay. Why don't you do that? And then we're going to bring it home for Jerome with license plate talk.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. All right. You hear people say babies should come with an instruction manual. That's an old joke, right? Like anybody can be a parent. Well, they need an instruction manual. Well, there are a lot of times I wish there was a user manual for some of life's more stressful moments, like Thanksgiving. How many people would love to have a step-by-step guide for dealing with annoying relatives around the holiday table at Thanksgiving? I'm sure a lot of people are raising their hands for that one.
Me.
Or maybe you don't want to head, Alan, or maybe you don't want to head into a new year stuck in the same job you've had or the same relationship. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a user manual to guide you out? Unfortunately, life doesn't come with user manuals, but it's normal to feel like you are stuck. But that's the beauty of therapy. Therapists are trained to help you figure out the cause of challenging emotions, help you learn productive coping skills. Basically, therapy is the closest thing you're going to get to a guided tour of the complex engine called you. Now, Alan and I both talked about how we have had therapy at different times through our lives. For me, sometimes I just need a sounding board. I just want somebody to listen to me, to hear what I'm saying, to validate my feelings, but not just do I appreciate that part of it, but I love the aha moments of therapy, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
the aha
Yeah.
moments where it's like suddenly the therapist says something.
Clicks, you learn.
And it's just like, it's such an eye-opening experience. And now you can start discovering things within yourself to help you solve those problems and find it in yourself to become unstuck. That's what I love about therapy.
Yeah, and as the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professionally licensed and vetted therapists available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. You just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be any simpler. No waiting rooms, no traffic, no endless searching for the right therapist. You can learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/sandwich. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/sandwich.
All right, another longtime sponsor. Thank you, BetterHelp.
I was perusing the internet today, the World Wide Web, and a story popped out at me on AP News from Portland, Maine, and this is recent.
I want to go to Maine.
I want to go to Maine too someday.
Never been.
Someday I want to go. I haven't either. In fact, the Northeast. I've been to New York. I've been to Buffalo.
We were supposed to go to Boston Thanksgiving 2020.
Toronto. I'd landed one time at Connecticut, Hartford, but I was just in the airport. But I've never gone up there and done any, like, way up there.
Touristy things. Or terroristy things.
Terrorist?
Well, depends on how you pronounce it.
So this story from Portland, Maine. Maine is cleaning up its roadways by removing vulgarities from license plates. So check this out. Apparently, Maine allowed you to put anything you wanted on your license plate. Anything. If you got a personalized plate, they didn't check it.
Because I heard at one point they were talking about doing emojis.
Oh, really? In Texas?
I don't know where, but I just heard somebody saying that could potentially be an option. But I think that would be I don't see how that would work.
I got your toll tag today, by the way.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah. That you have to have. Kelly got a new car, so I needed her license plate to get the toll tag. Got the toll tag. More license plate talk. But and then we have in our family have 2 personalized license plates.
Well,
me. One is A Train. That's on my truck. Don't touch my truck. And then I have another on the Chevelle, and it's HVY-MTL. No, HEVI-MTL, heavy metal. Okay, so anyway, back to license plate talk in Maine. So they would let you put anything on your license plate, but they started sending out recall letters in the month of October. And it'll take a month to clean all this up. Secretary of State Shenna Bellows is passionate about free speech as a former director of the American Civil Liberties Union of Maine. But she said obscenities should not be on license plates, which are state property. I would agree with her on that. I mean, you have cheering, you got little squids looking at. It's like, what is that?
Then you have other grown people walking around with those words on their T-shirts.
True.
The kids going to see that too,
especially in Sturgis. What I would say, this is Secretary of State Bellows. She says, what I would say to those who want to engage in objectionable, lewd, or questionable speech, get a bumper sticker.
So it's not a matter of you're not allowed to have anything lewd on your car. You just can't have a government issued.
Right. Because technically the license plate belongs to the state.
Right.
Technically. But your car, if I want to write, call my customer service number 1-800-EAT on the front of my truck, I can do that.
In Maine.
In Texas, USA, anywhere.
Everywhere?
Yes.
I don't think that's nice.
Well, it's not nice, but you can do it. Anyway, that's a whole nother subject. So it's a bit of a head scratcher is how a bunch of descendants of Puritans in New England state ended up putting some of the raunchiest messages on state issued plates. So they're going to clean this up. This laissez-faire approach allowed what Bellows described as a wild, wild west in which motorists ordered vanity plates with blushing references.
Here we go.
To sex acts or genitalia. One notorious license plate used profanity that starts with the letter F, followed by the word U. This was
that's not good.
out of control.
That's not good.
In Maine, there are 124,000 vanity license plates on the roads in a state with about 1.3 million residents. Previous estimates suggested 400 offensive plates could be subject to recall. 40 recall letters had been issued as of midweek. This was in October. So anything that relates to age, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, gender identity, national origin, religion, or disability. You don't want that kind of stuff on the license plate. I get that. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm going to give you some examples of things that you should not put on your license plates. Okay. So
Did you write these?
Well, these are
So we're starting the podcast with jokes and ending the podcast with jokes.
Well, some people would debate whether or not these are jokes. Okay, so these are license plates that you should not apply for when in Maine, when in Texas, when in Oregon, anywhere. Okay, you tell me if you're down with these. ASSCLWN.
I can't.
Ass
process.
clown.
Okay. See, I can't process that quickly enough.
BIGFART.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that F word.
Big fart.
I hate that word.
CRKHEAD.
Crackhead.
DRUGDLR.
Drug dealer.
GOT2PEE.
Got to pee.
PEEPEE.
PP.
PERVY.
Pervy. Is this a spelling bee?
I cannot believe these are license plates.
These are the ones in Maine?
Maine and other places.
Oh.
SCR.
SCR.
OTUM.
Scrotum. Why are you giggling?
FATBUTT.
Fat butt.
POOPONU.
Poop on you?
PORNSTR.
Porn star.
UDDERS.
Udders. See, these are blatant. Usually, sometimes I see vanity plates and I'm like,
these are awful.
I have to be like STAR.
Oh, okay. Well, let me give you some.
You have to sit there at the stoplight and decipher it.
I'll come up with some that maybe are a little harder to figure out.
These are just spelling words.
NMPHO.
Nympho.
VIB8R.
The vibrate. I'm though it's supposed to be vibrator, right? It's vibrator.
Yeah. Right. KOTEX.
That's Kotex. Again, these are spelling words. That's not clever.
But they're just so off the wall. Who would put Kotex on their license plate?
Hey, if my last name was Kotex and my granddaddy started the Kotex company, I told you I worked with a girl whose grandfather was the Massengill that invented the douche. Right?
Oh,
somebody's.
come on.
Where does the Kotex? Is that somebody's name? What does Kotex stand for?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know. Is that it?
UPYURZ.
Up yours?
I'm telling you, babe, you've got to change your voice.
Why?
GOTMILF.
MILF.
What is it?
Got MILF.
How about one or two more?
If you insist.
Oh, here's one for me.
Why don't you use these for your class on Friday?
Here's one for me. ENDOWED.
Endowed? Oh, endowed. Endowed.
How about one more? We need a good one to go out on here.
Yeah.
What? You don't like these? I think
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's just spelling words. They're not like you have to think about it,
Some of these, though,
You can't decipher them.
I can't decipher it. ILFRT for you.
Yeah, I'll toot for you. I won't say the F word. I don't like that word.
Oh, I'll fart for you?
You didn't pick that up?
No, not until just now.
Okay,
oh my
on that
god! Oh
note.
my gosh! This one is.
Oh my gosh!
One more. These are funny, babe. I could look at these all day. I wasn't creative enough on mine on my car. That's probably enough.
Okay, good.
Okay, how about one more?
Right.
JRKWAD.
Jerkwad. All right.
Wow. God, I'm tired.
Wow.
I am tired. I am so tired.
Not nearly as tired as I am.
Oh, here's a good one.
Oh my gosh.
IAMNUDE.
I'm nude.
That's that guy that was playing Hide the Hammer with Paul Pelosi.
Was he nude?
Oh, he was a nudist. He was a nudist.
He was?
Yeah.
I haven't read up on that.
Yeah.
All right. We do not want to end on that note. That's why I'm going to read some 5-star positive reviews, because that would leave us on a happier note and we can all pretend like reading I'm nude license plates didn't happen. This is from Sin Crook. She said, love your podcast. I love listening to you guys. My only non-true crime I listen to. Love both of your input / banter. So refreshing to me to hear what I think to be real. This is our life episodes. Thank you. Heart emoji.
Refreshing. Who's that from?
That's from Sin Crook.
Who?
Sin Crook.
Sin Crook? Okay.
Then from Updat Lacking. Everything I love is the title of this review. I love long lists. I love the impressions. I was dying with the most recent Bill Clinton one a few weeks ago, and I love hearing the real relatable stories you both share. It really does make me laugh out loud, and I'm appreciative of you guys and the daily mundane things you all add a spark to. Keep doing what you're doing. One day, please share the Hello Hand story on the podcast, Alan.
Well, thank you. Who's that one from?
Undat Lacking.
Undat Lacking. Thank you so much.
Updat Lacking.
Updat Lacking. Thank you so much. This is Bill.
Hello, Mr. Clinton, Mr. President.
I played Hide the Hammer a few times myself.
I'm sure. I'm quite sure.
All right.
Thank you for stopping by.
Okay, bye.
And just as a little cherry on top, I'm going to read an extra one because it's so short and sweet. Bright Light 28 says, I know Kellie gets this all the time, but I love her. No, Alan, you are not chopped liver. Kellie, I've been listening to you since the mommy test. You would call me your very best silent customer.
Aww.
Kellie, I love you as much as you love Britney Spears and as much as Anna loves Taylor Swift. LOL.
That's very nice.
And you're not chopped liver, honey.
Oh, that's very nice to know.
So thank you all for your lovely 5-star reviews.
I'm just big dumb Alan. I want to get in all the pictures.
What?
I try to get in the pictures with Kellie. I'm not chopped liver.
Try to get in the pictures with me.
Yeah, I want my picture taken too. I'm Alan. I'm Kellie's husband. Remember Melissa was telling me that I'm Kellie's husband and I like to take pictures. She said I use this voice. You don't remember this bit?
No.
You don't remember this bit? We had the big story about we were at Topgolf. The woman came over.
Oh, Melissa.
Wanted
Okay.
your picture.
Okay, now I do.
And she goes.
You just think like I can remember everything.
She
I
goes,
can't remember
Alan, will
everything.
you get in the picture? And I said, sure. And then I go walking over there. Melissa didn't hear that. She goes, oh, here comes Alan. He wants his picture made too. He's Kellie's husband with the big chiclet smile. You don't remember that?
I do now. See, that's funny.
I will have you know, we did a lot of funny stuff on this podcast.
What?
Well, my jokes at the beginning were funny. The license plates were funny.
Oh.
And then Melissa's impression of me was funny.
That was the highlight.
The impression of me doing Melissa doing an impression of me
Right.
is funny.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me what that was. I was like, that sounds familiar, but I couldn't place it. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Hey, listen, Alan and I, like we said earlier, we're going to Lubbock this weekend. Alan's on his motorcycle. I'm going to follow him the next day in my car, but I'm going to be in that car for a very, very long time, which I love because I can listen to podcasts and things like that. And I would love to hear something that you are absolutely in love with, a podcast you're passionate about, something that has like multiple episodes, to get me through my long car ride. So if you would be so kind as to DM me on my social media to give me your suggestions, I would really appreciate that. I'm at Kellie Raspberry on Instagram. Just DM me. I'll be checking, a lot of times when I don't follow people back, it goes to my requests. I'll be looking there too. So at Kellie Raspberry on Instagram. You can follow the podcast at A Sandwich and Some Lovin' also on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm on Instagram too, at the Alonzo 1971.
You want anybody to DM you
Get influenced.
License plate ideas or
sure,
something?
DM me lewd license plate ideas.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Knock jokes maybe?
I'm not a huge fan of knock jokes.
That could work though if it's done correctly.
Okay. All right.
Maybe.
Okay.
Icebreakers.
Oh, a knock joke for the class?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm already starting to think this might be a failed bit. I better not do any humor.
Well, and
I got to do something.
Yeah.
To break the ice.
See, I just get up and start talking. I don't usually, I don't usually have an icebreaker. I just say, thank y'all for having me today.
Yeah.
Your teacher was so nice. Thank you, Miss blah, 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 for asking me to be here. Well, just a really quick story about me. And then I just dive in.
Well, that's not your bit to
That's
be
not my
like.
bit. I'm terrible at it.
What? Be funny?
Well, getting up in front of groups like that and speaking.
You're not
I just
terrible
I just
at it.
get it over with, right? Anyway, we digress. We're trying to wrap up this podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. Please, if you have a few minutes to go wherever you subscribe to our podcast, to go and like, subscribe, leave a 5-star review. I'll read some more positive 5-star reviews at the end of the next podcast.
I'll tell you what, babe, this was fun. A little extra bonus content on this one. About 10 more minutes of bonus content.
Mm-hmm.
How you like that?
I love it.
And this podcast was baked with patience and craftsmanship.
Okay.
Which is the definition of artisan.
Ah, now we know.
This is a artisan podcast.
Now, and we're baked.
Oh, we're so baked. All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love the Texas Tech Red Raiders desperately.
Guns up.
Guns up. Go Tech. Go fight, win. Raider. Power.
Raider.
Just so you know, Texas Tech fan, just so you know, Kellie Raspberry kind of mocks our cheers.
That one's pretty bad.
That's a good one.
It's so Why do
slow. I talk like that?
One side of the stadium yells Raider, and then about 10 seconds later, the other side Power. And here comes this again. Raider. It's the slowest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know. I guess we're slow.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm still excited. It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
And I look forward to seeing Lindley.
We're going to see our friend Lindley. Maybe do a little tailgating.
Maybe. We haven't been invited yet. We'll see.
And Professor Amanda, looking forward to seeing you and talking to your class. That's going to be a lot of fun. But I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.